All right, we got a, hey, could you get a tape measure too? I want to measure some stuff. We got a Ransome 10P welding positioner here. I'm going to show you the power. The interesting thing is the specs say half an RPM, what actually goes down to pretty much 0. So if you need quarter RPM, I'd say that you got it. We'll show you that in a minute. But as far as taking it apart to get it into a small opening was the other question that was asked. You know, you got this frame that's pinned in here, those are our leads. This frame that's pinned onto this post, you see that split. So if you took this off, this frame would be the smallest distance here. So you could lift that off, that's 2 pieces. It's designed so you can change the position. That's your locking screw and that's your pin. There's other pinholes in that post. But let's measure that distance across here. You'd have to remove this too. That's to hold the that control. So you can cut that off. But if you did, it'd be 35 and a half. 35 and a half inches. You could get it down to. But that's it. I mean, that's really. And you'd have to remove this post, cut it off. So a little bit sticking out. You'd probably be 36 inches. Don't know that you'd want to tilt it or anything, but I suppose if you were really strong, you could. But nonetheless, let's show the machine. We've got the drive system underneath. It's a motor going to a gearbox there, so speed is going to be completely dependent on the controller.
So limit switch dogs right here and there. Make sure you got the right rotation, otherwise it'll blow right past the limits.
That's when you're hooking up the motor. Polarity, you're talking, right? Okay. So we could show you tilt.
And that'll stop on the limit there. We can activate that limit. What happens with this dog? Now if we go the other way, that limit's going to pull back. Otherwise activate about that way, drop off there.
One limit switch, 2 adjustable dogs to that switch. Just simply change the position of the dogs on that slot, that arc slot. So there's your tilting.
So that's about as slow as you can get it that we can actually see.
So if you want to start counting, I could tell you it's moving. If you believe me or not, it's moving. Believe it's consistent too. So if you want to start taking count, but I think you're down to what?
Snail speed.
Yeah, is it less than a quarter RPM, 1/4 of a revolution per minute? I'd say yeah, we're getting up around, we're over 30 seconds right now. It hasn't even gone.
It's probably gonna be right in that right around here, if I had to guess. That seems like a halfway decent speed to go.
You just bumped it up a little bit?
Bumped it up. I
Yeah.
bumped it up about 10%.
Okay, so we can do a simple count on that. Let's take a mark here. I'll say, all right, now it's going. I'll watch till this next slot comes around, which are around the 90s. It's 10 seconds have gone by. It's 15 seconds has gone by, so there's your quarter. We're at the 30-second mark.
And then to move 45 degrees.
90. We're coming up. It's just under a quarter RPM. We're 10, 12. So Ryan bumped it up in speed, and you were just under, just above, I'm saying, a quarter RPM right there. So
I'm at 30% capacity.
and he's had that set at 30. So obviously you can slow it down to where you need it. Seems to be consistent. So that was probably 28 seconds to go quarter turn, or excuse me, 58 seconds to go quarter turn. And that's the rest of the machine. Let us know if you got any questions. Take a look at the electrics on it.
Here's the other directions here if you want to see reverse.
Oh yeah,
This
yeah.
is forward. Sorry, we were in reverse before.
And then let's do one other thing. Speed that guy up. Let's see. Not that I think he's going to want to run it that fast, but let's speed it up.
That's about 75
Okay. Yeah, you're not gonna, yeah, that system is very torquey. You're not gonna affect that at all. I don't care if you load it to the max and then some, it's still gonna do that same speed. All right, let us know if there's any questions, but certainly go slow enough. Thanks for watching.